Hi, welcome to Trilochus. I'm your host, W.A. Blinko, or as my friends call me, Wayne. So, we're all friends here, just call me Wayne. Today's video I'd like to discuss the streaming service game streaming service from Google. I didn't hear about this until somebody sent me a text message who knows that I am a gamer and basically said, I think this might interest you. So I opened it up and I was quite surprised, to be honest, because it did interest me, and hopefully it'll interest you as well. So Google are going to launch a game service later this year purely on a streaming service, and they haven't released how much it's going to cost, but what they have released and how they've said it will work is pretty good. It seems a rock solid way of doing streaming and playing games online. I only have a few concerns. Now, I'm not somebody who buys a lot of games online anyway, and the reason for that is because I can generally, if you look in the Xbox store, there are probably loads of games in the Xbox store still that are a couple of years old, 6 months, 8 months. They never lower the price. You have the sales, but overall a game can come out, like Gears of War 4 for example, came out a while ago now and is still pretty much at a standard price on the store. However, you can go into a CEX or Game Mart or Walmart, your equivalent of CEX or Game in your country, and you can probably pick up Gears of War 4 for about £5, $10, $10, whatever. So the price fluctuates with the physical copy to represent how old the game is and basically how popular they feel that game is now, all this time on. Whereas they don't reflect that in the online stores. The other thing is, with the physical copies, you can exchange it, so you can get a discount on your next game or next piece of hardware, and you can't do that with a digital copy. So not only are you paying full price 90% of the time for that same game, you're also kind of stuck with it. So unless you're heavily invested in that game, is it really worth it to have this digital copy? For me, it's not. So then we get on to the streaming service from Google, which sounds great. I like what they're doing. They've put the effort in, and the thought is there to reduce things like lag and to keep the quality of the games really eye-catching. It's something like 4K at 60 frames per second they're going to stream, which is brilliant. But what happens to those, and this is where the questions that I have are going to start coming now. So what happens when somebody doesn't have a great internet connection? How much is this service going to cost every month? And what are the games going to be on there? And who are the developers? Now, I understand Unreal are providing an engine for the platform, which is great. It all sounds, on the surface, it sounds like this could be the future of gaming, but I'm just a little bit concerned that some places aren't going to be ready for this service, and where that leaves us as the customers of a streaming service for gaming. Give an example with the music industry. At the moment, you can pick up a Spotify subscription or something similar with Apple Play, approximately £10 in the UK, which is great. But I have read and heard that the music industry are beginning to feel the pinch of these streaming services, because they're not getting the money that they used to from selling physical copies in shops. So what's happening is the larger bands and groups that go on tour and put on live performances, they're finding that the cut that they would normally receive from merchandise is being reduced because the music industry, the big boffins at these music companies, want their money back for investing in the band in the first place. So the trickle effect is everybody starts to getting paid less. Now, how can that affect the gaming industry if everybody switches over to a streaming service and downloadable content? I don't know. My concern would be that these game studios start receiving less money, less funding for their games and projects, which will then have a knock-on effect of half-finished games for the end user, you and I. We would then decide that we don't want to play them particular games because they're not finished. We'll need to download patches, pay even more for downloadable content. So I'm a bit wary. As I say, what I have seen from Google and Stadia is mind-blowing, and if you don't know all the technical details, then just watch their presentation that is available on YouTube. I can't recall all the facts and figures, but it does seem to be a very well thought out and a very well prepared platform that could certainly convince people like myself to give it a try. Now, I've got nothing against playing online, I've got nothing against streaming as such, and mobile gaming. After all, I play on my phone, I play on the iPad. I just find that I don't have the time to do as much gaming as what I would like. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap this up with a summary, basically, that I think Google are doing something special within the game industry. My concern is that us as gamers and customers can get bitten in the bum with this one. I can see it being a situation where we're not going to have the resolution on TVs, we're not going to have the internet connection. So yeah, it sounds too good to be true, what Google are offering, and when something is too good to be true, it generally is. But I'm not going to dismiss it totally, and I look forward to finding out more details about it. So what do you think about Google's streaming service? Do you purchase games through Xbox Live or PlayStation Network? Do you find it value for money? Let me know in the comments section below, and we can certainly chat about it. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, I'm sorry, but you know what to do, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for watching,